Got a fantastic question in today. How do I handle eating at all-you-can-eat buffets or going on an all-inclusive resort trip, Heather? I just talked to one of my coaching clients. She went to Mexico and I had this exact conversation. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break down how I want you to think about buffets, okay? So in our family, we have a very strict rule with buffets. You can go up, but you can only put 4 things on your plate. Now, this is the protocol that I did with my coaching client, and I would encourage you to do. When you first go to a buffet, I want you to go up, prepare yourself a salad, get all the veggies you want, and peruse and pay attention to what is up there. And I want you to think about what are the things you would say rate an 8, 9, or 10, at least the really high things. And what I want you to do is you're gonna go back, you're gonna enjoy your salad. I'm going to talk about that in just another minute because I have something I want to add to that. And then you're going to make a second trip up, right? So Heather's not telling you go up less, I'm telling you go up more. Make a second trip up. Now you have already pre-mentally selected the 8s, the 9s, and the 10s. And what we want to do is we want to think about your plate like this. There should definitely be a protein on there. So something like a fish, a chicken, a steak, some kind of a protein. And then we can pick 3 more things that you actually really want. My client came back, said it was the most amazing trip she's ever had. She stayed within a reasonable weight from her goal. This is a family trip that they do every year. And she just followed these really basic principles. She goes up, she got a full plate of salad, came back, enjoyed it, went back up the second time, got her protein, focused on the 3 things she really wanted. Now, I want you to do that self-evaluation before you do this and ask yourself, what do you normally do when you're on vacation? Do you gain weight? Do you stay the same? Do you lose weight? Most people stay the same or they gain typically. What our goal is to focus on a point of improvement. Now, I will tell my clients, and I'm going to tell you, there's never a limitation on how much you go back, but every time you go back, you only put 4 things on your plate. Why? Because what it does is it slows the process down. You're not overloading your plate with food that you think you should be eating. There's always a protein source, which is more satiating. It's going to help slow the process down. And by this point, that plate of vegetables you ate, it's settling in and taking up space in your stomach. So this is really kind of a well-structured way of doing it. What I would encourage you to do if you're going to an all-inclusive resort, or if you find you're at buffets often, I would encourage you to go to Amazon or any place that serves like takeout salads and get yourself packets of salad dressing mix. The reason I encourage my clients to do this is because, in all honesty, they waste a lot of calories on dressing on the buffet. My client actually said to me, she goes, I'm so thankful I did it. She says, I went, they only had the regular dressings and everything. And she says they didn't even have the oil and vinegar, which is what I was hoping to do. So that wasn't an option. So she says the dressing packets were a lifesaver. She did exactly that, full plate of salad, go back up the second time, 4 things on your plate. 1 of them is a protein source. The other 3 are things you genuinely want. And I tell my clients, do not put a limit mentally. You can go up as many times as you want. Remember, you're looking for a point of improvement. But if you are like me and most people, in the past, what you probably would have done is gone up the first time, loaded up your plate with everything that looked kind of good, gotten back, probably ate it, maybe finished everything, maybe realized some of the stuff you liked it wasn't, or what you put on your plate you really didn't like, and then you go back up for another full plate of food. We want to slow this whole process down. Big plate of salad, go back up with a mental note of all those 8s, 9s, and 10s. 10s being the most amazing thing you've ever eaten in your entire life. And we want to pick 3 of those. And then with the option to go back up again, but again, not overcrowding the plate, not taking more food than you can handle. And if you do this practice, I promise you, it will change your whole eating experience while on vacation. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.